Okay, yellow. I haven't turned on all my lights or anything. Hi. Hi, class. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday night. I feel like it's Sunday. Yeah. That's what happens when you're on vacation for 20 years. Yo, I gotta say, it's kind of wild. Kind of wild. We'll just do this. It's what's wild? I've forgotten. It's talking about something. I don't even know. I don't even know what I was talking about. I've lost myself. I hope everybody's doing well. I don't, okay, class. So what had happened was so I'm gonna tell you, it's just you and me. Just you and me, class, so, I'm gonna tell you a story. So, you know how I did all those movies for Dino Week? And a movie night every single night. And I have the Jurassic Park. I have it sitting right back there. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just use my PS5. It's a DVD. It's a DVD player. I can just use my PS5. Oh my gosh, no, don't worry. I hope your vacation was fun. It was perfectly timed. Your vacation during my vacation. Well, your vacation, well, I guess we kind of vacation missed each other. But I put in like the Jurassic Park moop, right? And I go on my PS5 and it's like, oh, you can't watch this. You need to turn on the HDMI like protective thing. And I'm like, oh, sure. I'm not doing anything too bad. Like, I'm literally just showing this to 6 friends of mine, which I could host in my home comfortably. And of course, they don't want you, that whole HDMI protection thing is so that you don't do anything illegal, like stream it to 6 people on the internet. And so it immediately turns my screen black. Because it's like, all right, you turned this on. Well, this means that you aren't allowed to output to Elgato. Because Elgato is a capture device, and we don't want you capturing our movie. And I'm like, oh my god, it would be fine if but it might not be fine, right? It might actually be that if I had a real DVD player, which I think I do have a real DVD player sitting around somewhere. If I had a real DVD player, it might not still output to Elgato. Like it might be like, you ain't capturing this. This here is for TVs only. So then I had to unplug my PS5 and take it over to the TV and then fix it there. I mean, I could have plugged it into my monitor directly, but I didn't think about that. So today I went and I unplugged it and then plugged it into the TV and then fixed it, and here we are. Here we are, all because of the HDMI no fun police. Which I understand, they have to, you know, you could just like, if you could capture it with a Elgato, then you could literally just buy a movie once and then copy it and have it on your, I mean, that's just like burning a DVD. You wouldn't download a car. Speaking of downloading things, Meek and I have been watching One Piece, but I mean, I have access to One Piece. I pay for a Crunchyroll subscription, so I don't feel bad doing this. I try my best to, within reason, pay for all of the media that I consume. I try not to pirate. When I was younger, I was a little pirate monkey. I would do all of the things. I was a Pirate Bay goer, liver, and arger. But now that I'm an adult with money, I try to pay. And so I pay for a Crunchyroll subscription, so I have access to all of the episodes. But we've been watching One Piece. One Piece of what? We've been watching One Piece, which is a fan edit of One Piece that like cuts out like the unnecessary flashbacks, the long, like basically just cuts out all the fluff, cuts out any extra episodes, and it basically puts the entire anime in order of the manga. So if there were any episodes that were like skipped and then brought into the anime later, they basically like cut it and put it in so that it like matches kind of one-to-one with the manga. And so it's been a lot of fun. We're essentially on One Piece episode 100 right now. We're on Alabasta arc, if there's any One Piece fans, and it's been a lot of fun. My friends definitely did all the piratey stuff, but I generally avoided doing it myself. I guess because they did it, so they did all the crime for me. I whilst showing movies for Dino Week, got a good kick out of so we watched Land Before Time, and on Land Before Time it's like pirating is not a victimless crime. And I'm like, why are you yelling at me? I acquired this legally. I'm showing it to like 5 people. They're at my house for a house party. It's reasonable for me to be doing this. It's that whole kind of thing. You can't make me feel bad. I'm a pirate. It's what I do. I just always get a kick out of how I don't know, I just get a kick out of it. How have you been, class? I hope you've been well. Did you get a chance to take a peep at that Google Sheets that I shared with the mods? Meek and I might have a little bit more to share with the mods in the nearish future. But also for anyone that ends up watching this VOD, because we've actually had quite a few people that have checked out the VOD. We're almost at $500 raised for the National Children's Alliance already. We have about 6 more teams that need to be named. I'll go ahead and put the link in chat. But creativity is not my strong suit. That's totally fine. But you're sassy, though. Sometimes you don't even need to be creative. You just need to have a little bit of sass on you. Oh. Okay, so last time we like literally played for an hour. We looked around everywhere. You're not a big Final Fantasy person, right? So you haven't played this game, class. This game's like super lore heavy.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her.
Oh. So quiet.
Alright. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield.
What's up? Why you bullying me? I'm just a little boy. I'm just a little man's.
I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help.
Let's go, Sid.
Her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't.
I was not.
Which is why we live in a cave.
I was not expecting Sid to have such an.
We need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other.
Like, instrumental.
What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Part of this game. I wasn't expecting him to be like an actual character that's like doing stuff.
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
Avenged?
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today.
Potion seller.
Sure. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
interested, I know. My God, this is a long cutscene. So the reason I am pausing is because for some reason this game is so quiet. Um, I don't know if Hmm. I guess I could. I don't know.
One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Let's make ready then. You'll find everything you need down in the main hall, as well as a few things you don't. Have fun.
Sid's super gravelly voice doesn't really match his youthful look. Yeah, his beard needs 7 more inches. How about this? I'm having trouble fighting with... The audio should be a lot louder for the game, so I don't know why it's showing as like tiny, tiny, tiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and add like an actual audio. Okay, okay. I actually ordered something to fix my audio issues. Elgato application. Okay. And the 4K capture utility. Oh. Oh. Now it's doubled up, huh? Okay, I see. Okay, I fixed it, Klaus. You little sass monster. I ordered a new thingy so that it should be better now. Not that it's not here yet. I'm still using my Go XLR. But I ordered a new thing.
It's downstairs. Try not to get lost.
See, so isn't it so much louder? It's so nice, right? New equipment hype, yeah. And I spent far less on it than I did on my Goal XLR Mini. And the Glow Mini has been such a little punk. Such a little punk.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on these steps.
Oh god. Get them all dirty.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end. Well, what do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
I don't know how much you were around for the Final Fantasy IV playthrough, class, but I'm pretty sure that's a Final Fantasy IV reference. Our good old Spoony Bard.
When he's not out chasing rumors, sits up there in that hole of his, brooding and scheming.
Lay off them.
And how did you like the stew?
Plenty to brood
I
about.
haven't had lungfish as sweet and tender since I was a maid. He's in... Oh no.
What's up?
Goots, was it? Perhaps you can help. Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is then.
Hmm?
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this.
What's that?
Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway. The forge is down the end. Just follow the sound of Blackthorn's hammer. The forge is down the end. Just follow the sound of Blackthorn's hammer.
Hi, Will. I'm enjoying the game quite a bit so far. Final Fantasy 15 was my first Final Fantasy and I loved it. This one feels a bit different. They're a lot more... They really want you to be able to consume the world building, which is fun. They have like a thing that you can like pause and like read up on the location that you're at and stuff.
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? With no time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk.
Like this. And you can like read up on the location and stuff. Hello, sir. I too have a gravelly voice and can we conduct business? I think everybody's going, oh, hi, Wem. I didn't know it was you. You can put your name to be Wem. There's a way you can make a new profile so that you're not using your full name. If you like click your name up in the top and then click switch account and then add account, you can make an account. Want everybody to stay safe out there. You made it when you were young, didn't we all? Too late, I'm hacking into their accounts as we speak. Of course. While survival in the Deadlands is considered impossible, a combination of near indestructible fallen ruins and considerable ingenuity have led to the establishment of a safe haven where those who rally to their leader's cause are only just about able to eke out an albeit meager existence. Resident blacksmith, a sullen and secretive sort who prefers to drown his woes in drink than to share them.
I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing, and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
I have a rum, a noisome spirit better suited to stripping oil from a painter's canvas than consumption. Grants overworked conscripts a few rare moments of sweet oblivion on their long, arduous sea journeys north.
Do you want that or not?
It does say Wem the Third now.
Damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
Forging! The crafting of new gear, as well as the upgrading of existing gear, can be done at this blank. It said I could put a nickname, but it won't let me use it as my name. Oh. You might need to make a whole new... Like, I have several different... Tristan? How did you make the McRhino account? Did you just use the click it and then click switch account and then add account?
I might have the phone, but I made it.
Oh, okay. It's okay. As long as you have the recipe and the proper materials, select a highlighted item from the list and craft. Alright, it looks like I have enough iron fillings to make an iron belt. Oh, I went to manage Google account and then personal info and changed the name. Oh. Okay. I have a separate account.
Caesar Square. You want anything else? You bring your own materials.
But I guess it makes sense because I'm like a business.
Thank you.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
When something has changed in the hideaway, a notice will appear in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. In addition to stock updates for Charon's Toll and new forging recipes at the Black Hammer, there are also notices for new quests. Okay.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
Oh.
Make it quick. Well, I ain't the cook, am I?
Though if you've tasted Kenneth Brown, I may as well be. Look. Sid needed a smith and I needed a smithy. Call it a marriage of convenience. Marriages of convenience are some of my favorite romance tropes. Doesn't hurt the forge. Here's the hottest this side of hell. Doesn't hurt that the forge here is the hottest this side of hell and that it works without magic. I want to have no bearer suffering for me.
Got anything needs repairing?
Got anything that needs repairing? Oh, I didn't really intend to add anyone. Because it's not like a... I'm sneaky on YouTube. if someone happens to see that I'm live and wants to come by, they're welcome to. And the VOD will be up on YouTube for like literally forever. So if people wanted to watch the playthrough, they can. Your name did change. Let's go, Wham. Welcome. Thanks for your hot tips, Klaus. Also, make sure it really helps the VOD out if you like the live stream. And I think it also helps people find the live stream in the game on the YouTubes. I am a slave to the algorithm. It's a tragedy, Klaus. What's the word for when you read all of the stuff out loud? Reading? Narration? Because I'm not actually, there's not a ton of stuff to read out loud, but I am trying to read all of the stuff. Along with your own materials, and any scraps left over I keep.
Something for you, dear.
I don't have enough weirite. Aw, man. Ooh, but I do have enough for iron bracers. Okay, I'll go ahead and...
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
I'll go ahead and make
else?
that. Oh, it just auto-equipped it? Uh-oh, did I make an extra iron bracer that I didn't need? It's gonna be embarrassing if I did.
Fancy a mug of Kenneth's coldest when we're done.
The
Titan shit boulders.
I do like that the voice acting in this game, I mean, it fits. Like...
You take it back and tell that blockhead I'm not paying for stuff I didn't ask
Just turn the extras into iron shin guards. No, Closet's got the right idea. What was I saying? Oh, well, one, I didn't point this out earlier, and I wanted to point it out now. There's a cute little owl in Sid's room. Like, isn't that adorable? Let's show you, chat. Oh, that's the way out. But the voice acting here is really... I'll be the judge of that. It's really serious. They really committed to the dark fantasy vibe. It doesn't have nearly as much of the kind of like, you know, Tales of Arise definitely has a very anime aspect of a little bit of a cartoonish over the topness to the voice acting, whereas this, they really committed.
It's downstairs. Try not to get lost.
Sorry, I'm here to visit your cute little owl. Hello? Hello, hello.
It's downstairs.
Shh.
Try not to get lost.
Shh. Sedge. Shh. Oh, hello.
She's not going to heal any quicker with you hovering around like a blood fly. She's not going to heal any
You don't know.
you hovering around like a blood fly.
Yeah, maybe my presence is healing to her wounds. Yes, and it looks like Sid in this, I mean, Sid does a lot of different things, but in the first 4, has not been really a leader. I guess he kind of was a leader of his own little band. But, is like, seems like he might actually be cool in this game.
You another one of Sid's strays? What? We all are. Little uns, big uns, and everything in between. We're a damn sight better off here than out there in the world.
Look at all these people with their marks burnt off. Do you think we're gonna get ours burnt off? I didn't really look at the promotional material for this game, so I don't actually know. If we're gonna burn off our tattoo or not.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
God, we're so gravelly.
Come on, nearly there.
You, blankets, quick as you like.
Oh no.
All right, we make 'em comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me?
I just got here. I don't know how to do nothing.
What the hell have I got myself into?
A charity cause. I did not understand what he said. Curmudgeon.
Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate, he won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Wow, everybody's so aggressive. So angry.
After Jill.
Hello, Taria.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
Great, now that she's gone, we can sneak in and see Jill. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Class is on the same the same wavelength as me.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
It's late. It's 9:30.
Another fine day at the hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Karen, like the person that rows the boat across the river?
And thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
You ought to help me with some supplies.
Well, for as long as you are here.
This kind of creativity is the kind of creativity, and I need in that Google Docs class. You have more than enough creativity. Ooh. Side quest unlocked. We need the puns. The puns are really, really good. Keep an eye out for green icons. These indicate they have a quest to offer. After accepting a quest, quest objectives will appear in the to-do list, located on the right side of the screen. Objectives for the main scenario and up to 3 side quests can be displayed simultaneously. Any quest can be prioritized on the journal tab. Objectives for prioritizing quests will remain displayed on the to-do list. New hideaway feature. The following hideaway facilities are now available. The 1,000 Tomes, an ever-growing compendium of all things Valisthea. The Orchestron, a personal jukebox for songs collected throughout the game. Both are located in the hideaway's eatery, the Fat Chocobo, and can be found on the local map.
Who are these people?
Yay! That's exactly what we want, class. Thank you.
I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
Poor old matron.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
I like the weapons she has. Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops. Shop stock changes as the story progresses, so be sure to check frequently. What you're telling me is... You're a liar! I have iron braces. +1. Yeah. I have just enough for a broadsword, chat. Do I really want a broadsword? When a bearer dies in service of the Sambrequois Imperial army, it is more likely his sword, not his body, will be retrieved from the battlefield, that it might be provisioned to the next unwilling volunteer without additional cost to the crown. 5 whole damage and 5 whole stars. Yeah, whatever that means. Magic, maybe? Even in the hands of an untrained soldier, the broadsword can prove a deadly weapon. Oh, stagger. Oh, stagger is what it is. Which is why it remains a popular choice for armies across the Twins. It also doesn't hurt that the pig iron blades are extremely simple and inexpensive to forge.
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
Robbing you blind?
That's all.
Okay, so it just asked me if I wanted to equip it.
Your name?
Yeah, I don't got any monies.
Attacking his side now. And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
That's a big ass dog. What a good boy. Final Fantasy finally figured it out. We need an animal companion. I was just grabbing sacks. The Arret Stone is now available. This customizable virtual battlescape provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manner of enemies. Additional options will become... Oh my gosh. Okay. What, you want me to go in here? No, I don't want to commence trade. Fine, they're gonna make me do it. Don't you just hate it when you go to grab snacks and get pulled into a virtual world, right? The Hall of Virtue is fully customizable battlescape that provides Clive with a safe location to test out new abilities and train against... You already told me this. Okay, I gotta be reminded how to play this video game. Okay. It's different from Elden Ring. Oh, it's showing you all. How do I attack? Oh, here we go.
It's over. You're finished.
Stay down.
The button map is kind of fun.
That's enough.
Whoa.
Stay down.
The blue looks nice. Oh Oh, the color here? Yeah, isn't it? A virtual...
It's over.
Hey, do you like the background color, class? Seems like quite the class.
Stay down.
Of course. Oh, cool. Oh, look at the cute little party members in the bottom. Joke's on you, Meek. That's literally how it works. That's how the battle system works. I'm being bullied, bro.
It's over.
You can't donate to it? Here, Wem. Here's the link. If you donate $30, you get to name one of the teams. We only have 6 teams that need to be named. And it would be super cool if we got them all named before Sunday. Which is why I have it up there right now. Little Blue Charity Tourney hype. How do I get out of this thing? Oh, here. There we go.
You all done?
Okay. Why are you grumping at me?
Leaving already, are ya?
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
I wasn't realizing that grabbing the little bags was gonna kick me out of this. Oh, it's not going to. Wow! Thank you so much for donating $30 to the National Children's Alliance. I think we might be standing there staring at the tablet. Did you name a team? Thank you so much. Very exciting. Oh, there was like a reward. So you put in the donation amount and then a rewards. But if you just go to this link and tell me a set of names that you would like to name and tell me the name, and I'll do the back end stuff for you. The people we have available still are Mach Zero, Eternal Zep, and Rhino Snacks, Dagger Darts, Chunk and Birch, Patsu, Mono and Riza, Dreamweaver, Blanca Izzle, Dread's Dragon, Reggie Tusi, and Viking Mitch. New locations are unlocked by progressing to the main story, discovering waymarks known as obelisks. Okay. Well, first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Whoa. You like the birch one? Okay, what do you want to name that team?
Do you think we should go and help? It sounds like Otto has everything under control.
Don't think I haven't noticed you stealing sips from that pot.
I ain't done nothing. Who's this?
Sid can take some getting used to. But his heart's in the right place. Give him a chance.
I mean, I think Sid's pretty palatable.
Ah, a new face. And dare I hope, a willing pair
Oh,
of
he
hands.
hasn't had his...
The fat chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
Ooh. I don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment
Kenneth
rests.
is giving
Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their
flamboyant.
victuals. Please, if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
I'm gonna prioritize this quest. Woo!
How long has it been?
Probably a long time. Hi!
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
A swashbuckling rogue type? Here's your food. Team Shinra?
Well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds.
Love that.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
Please eat the stuff.
Never knew dung had so many uses.
Studious Bear. What a gamer. That's a strong name for winners. I believe. Let me put this name here. Bold. Blue. There we go. Only 5 more teams to be named. Oh, that's so exciting. Thank you so much. I can't believe we've already raised more than $450. Letting people name the teams. Good thing to raise money before the event even starts.
Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect, the old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad. And keep
Buttercup.
up the good work.
Buttercup, I don't need more food. This cat has started, you know, like the little makeup sponges to put your makeup on? She has started treating those like mice. So she'll like dig them out from all of my makeup stuff and then meow her way downstairs and slap it right on the floor next to me.
Thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. He left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the hideaway is the home I never knew. And a mighty fine one at that.
Oh my god, I'm getting emotional.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
I know. I was looking at that name and I was like, damn, they really going in on this bearer. He's a lame bearer. Oh, it tells you where to get them. Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
The Ironblood were quick to sound the retreat once Titan turned up.
Far more good that I come first.
All done, I presume? Splendid.
They were bearers. All three of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Indeed, equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves, speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the hideaway, we are free, truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are
Better be
yours to
good,
do with
bro.
as you will.
Better be good.
Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
It's more soup. Ooh. To most, this nondescript lump of rough-hewn stone is but a nuisance upon which to stub one's toe. To the blacksmith, however, it is much, much more, for the metal contained within may be fashioned into inexpensive yet durable gear favored by the warriors across the realm. Thank you. He gave me a rock and lots of money. Countless treasure coffers lie across the realm, just waiting to be plundered. If you find one, don't hesitate to kick it open. Go on, no one's looking. Oh, badge of metal. So these are like difficulty setting ones that I'm not using. Like accessibility accessories. I think it's a pretty neat take, but I know that it's not like enough for accessibility. So I've learned this. But there's still room to level it up. I think I'm gonna save my ability points. Okay.
It's nice to see the hideaway finally coming alive. Wasn't so long ago us old hands were ratting about the place like peas in a bucket.
Do you think we should go and help? It sounds like Otto has everything.
Sid can take some getting used to.
I do wish that there was an indicator to tell whether there's new dialogue options or not.
New dung had so many uses.
Well, this one...
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
I am.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's,
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes. On account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Ooh, a bit of history.
When I was very young...
Oh, when I was very young and lived beyond these shores, my father would read to me every night, and from the only book we had, A History of Althea by Moss the Chronicler. So enchanted was I by this realm of myth and magic, that when I was of age, I enlisted as a deckhand on a merchant galley, that I might see it with my own eyes.
Yet, when I arrived, what I found was a land of war and suffering,
darkened by the blight and the evil in men's heart. Still, I was determined to follow the footsteps of Moss and record what I could. And so I did, in all manner of places and all manner of roles, until my aging legs could carry me no longer. Fortunately, Sid found me by the roadside, so to speak, and offered me a place here, where I might continue my studies, albeit without the wandering. Oh, interesting. Fun character.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Okay.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Clive tells Harpocrates. Ooh.
What subject shall we consider today?
Oh, that's fun. Magical beings of godlike strength who dwell within human hosts known as dominants, only emerging when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, each with a unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none have ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, the conjecture is yet to be proved. The Battle of Nissa was a short yet bloody clash between the Iron Republic and the Republic of Dalmekia in the year 873. The Dalmekians were hoping to force an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Blood, had convened a council at Zillennial stronghold and entreated their woe leader allies to aid them in their cause. However, talks soon broke down, and the Dalmekians were left with no choice but to rely once more on the power of the mighty Titan, to whom they already owed a considerable debt. Thus was the stage set for a showdown between Titan and Shiva, the Iron Blood's own icon, in which losses on both sides were too many to count. So that's the battle that our very first opening scene was in. And where that lady had kind of sex with that dude in the hallway. Remember that? Barren wastes bereft of ether, where no life stirs and magic is all but unusable. Here, both earth and water are stained black, preventing any seed from quickening. In recent years, the blight has spread more widely, displacing whole nations before it, driving once peaceable fauna to violent desperation and leaving silent devastation in its wake. So I did not read up on all of this stuff. So these are all the... Oh, this is interesting. Lord. It's just like a whole map of lore. Although all expected him to inherit the Phoenix's flames, this is Clive Rossfield, and awaken as its dominant, Destiny instead chose his younger brother. Hi, J Boogie, it's good to see you. Joshua, to bear that burden. In search of a role of his own, Clive dedicated himself to mastering the blade, and his practice paid off when he was appointed First Shield of Rosaria, tasked to guard the Phoenix and blessed with the ability to wield part of his fire. Firstborn son of Archduke Elwyn and First Shield of Rosaria, though it was his sworn duty to protect his father and younger brother, both lost their lives in the tragedy brought about by his mother, Duchess Annabella. Taken into custody by the Imperial Army, he was branded as a bearer and forced to serve as a slave soldier. Wyvern. A slave soldier for the Holy Empire of Senbrek, now in his 13th year of servitude. Though drafted as a frontline infantryman, the magical might granted to him by the blessing of the Phoenix quickly saw him promoted to an elite squadron of assassins, where he was assigned the moniker by which he is now known. Their latest mission, to descend into the Nysa Defile, where the bloody battle rages between the Iron Kingdom and the Republic of Dalmekia, and take the head of Shiva's dominant. Turns out that's Jill. An Imperial bearer turned deserter after refusing to slay the dominant of Shiva, choosing instead to turn his blade on his own sergeant. As a force of crusaders closed around him, his freedom seemed as if it would be short-lived until the timely intervention of Cid. Second son of Archduke Joshua Rossfield, and heir to the ducal throne. Upon the night of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate, the shock of seeing his father slain before his disbelieving eyes led him to losing control of his icon and setting the castle alight. From the flames rose a second icon of fire, whose murderous rampage laid both the castle and the Phoenix low. Came to love her as a sister. So this is Jill Warwick. When she waved the brothers farewell on the day they departed for Phoenix Gate, little did she know of the misfortune that awaited both of them and her. Dominant and of Shiva and Clive's childhood friend, in the depths of the Nysa Defile, the two came to blows at the order of the armies that had enslaved them. Jill fighting to defend the priests of the Iron Kingdom, Clive obeying the Empire's orders to take the head of Shiva's dominant. Exhausted from her tilt with the Titan, Jill came close to falling to her assassin's blade, but was spared in the last moment when Clive's memories of their time together came flooding back. Meek, please! Torgal! Please. I'm embarrassed. Mika's like, okay, dominant? Shiva's dominant? The dominant of Shiva? Cid trained him to work as a hunting dog. Okay. Clive's personal steed during the attack on Phoenix Gate. She raced to Clive's rescue, saving him from a certain death at the cost of an eye, a price she gladly paid. Just an eye. Benedicta Harmon, commander of the Kingdom of Lod's elite intelligences, who sits by her liege's side at the highest tables of state. Most recently, in their negotiations with the Dalmex at Zernitra stronghold. But Barnabas is not the only one with whom she shares a special bond. Benedicta also has eyes and ambitions for Hugo Kupka. Hugo Kupka. Kupka's awakening as the dominant of the Icon Titan thrust him to the forefront of Dalmekian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic's armies and its policymaking, as well as a personal fortune. He has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. His love for Benedicta Harmon, however, is absolute, and he would gladly betray his every ally just to be with her. Okay. All right. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Wallow's armies, he accompanied his liege to Fort Zernitra in the Republic of Dalmekia to negotiate the provisions of reinforcements for the Royal Order of Knights. I don't even remember seeing this guy. But I do remember seeing this guy. The aloof and unshakable Barnabas Tharmer, first of his name, few can meet his steely gaze without flinching. Otto is the chief steward of Cid's hideaway, who manages the day-to-day running of their operation in his friend's stead. Cid, often being taken far and away by his bear-liberating activities. Even when Cid is not at home, he prefers to leave such busy work to Otto, much to the hard-pressed pursuer's indignation. Fair enough. Oh. We'll do this first page, and then we'll put a pause on it. Tarja, resident physicker of Cid's hideaway. Tarja is an expert in all manner of medicines and medical interventions, skills that are indispensable in their Deadlands home, where they cannot call on healing magics. After Cid brings an unconscious Jill back to the hideaway from his expedition to the Nisa Defile, she is placed in Tarja's care. Charon, one of Cid's most trusted allies, a merchant who calls the hideaway her home. With a little help from her hardworking yet long-suffering apprentice goats, she can source whatever supplies the residents of the hideaway need, provided they are willing to pay. She wears an eyeglass in her right socket. I was wondering if she had different colored eyes. I think the only thing you've summoned is a chocobo. Apprentice to Charon, an ally to the hideaway, a gentle giant who has a warm word for everyone, but is not afraid to put his foot down in the face of injustice. Guts' every waking moment is spent in service to his Nan, and he can do little of his own accord without her permission. Well, we don't love that for goats. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, chat, there's so much. Oh, jeez. There's the bestiary, there's the mysteries of the realm. Well, we've read... Oh, there's so much. So Valisthea is the I might actually need like a piece of paper because I'm really struggling to keep track of all of these countries and political stuff. A realm comprising of the twin continents of storm and ash, over which the mother crystals stand timeless vigil. At the foot of each great cities have risen up over the eons, and around them powerful nations. Though the land has been blessed with the light of magic since time immemorial, in recent years a creeping blackness has begun to gnaw at its borders, the blight. The westerly of Valisthea's two great continents, with its frozen northern reaches, its temperate marshy midlands, and searing heat of the south, that boasts a breadth of climes and cultures not seen anywhere else in the known realms. Final Fantasy with 1 billion characters in different cities, nations, you're expected to remember somehow? I don't believe it. Final reading fantasy. Okay. I'm working on it. We're just gonna do the first page. A Hidden Refuge, we've read this. So accustomed are most so-called branded to ill treatment at their master's hands that their first experience of something approaching freedom within the hideaway's wall, be it even something as small as a hot meal, can come as a considerable shock. Okay, so Rosalith is the capital city of the Duchy of Rosaria, and Rosaria is where we're from. Alas, the encroaching blight has rendered vast swaths of the land to the north uninhabitable, driving refugees south in ever greater numbers. Rosalith Castle. Phoenix Gate is where we go to commune with our ancestors. The loyal soldiery of the Duchy of Rosaria, they serve under the Standing Army's Lord Commander, whose task is to enact the will of their sovereign, the Archduke. Those who show sufficient aptitude or are blessed with sufficient nobility of birth are made shields, personal retainers of the Archduke himself. So you're either good or you just get born into it. The highest of the noble houses of Rosaria, the dominant of the Phoenix, is always born into the Rossfield line, and so it is always a Rossfield who sits upon the ducal throne. Hi, Crocs, welcome in. The Mother Crystals, enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Valisthea. They are the source of all the crystals that the people of the Twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether, making the magics and crystals cast even more potent. Magic the crystals cast. For these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal. Okay, checks out. Related is Crystal, Ether, Valisthea, and Drake's Breath. So, thanks to its ability to channel ambient ether from the air, allowing those without magic to cast magic. And as most Valistheans cannot live without magic, its supply and distribution is heavily regulated by governments across the Twins. A given shard can only channel a certain amount of ether before it shatters, so the need for new crystals is incessant. Crystal rations. Shards of crystal small enough to be held in the hand, which allow those who are not born bearers to cast magics. The nations of the Twins see such shards mined from the Mother Crystal and distributed to the populace, so that every man and woman of good character, bearers, criminals, and other undesirables not included, might enjoy the gift of magic. It is common for people to keep them about their persons in a protective case. Large shards are used to serve the populace, where those shards rationed out to individuals might suffice to fill a cup or light an oven. Municipal shards fill wells, fire forges, and light the streets of the great cities. Ether is the life force of the land and the source of all magic. The amount of ether a spell consumes depends on its strength, with those manifesting more potent forces over a wider area coming at a greater cost. Larger crystals can channel more ether than smaller ones, and thus can be used to cast more powerful magic. One might use a small rationed one to grill a fish, but would require a large municipal crystal to fire a forge. There's magic, which is magic. First shield is the person that's supposed to protect the phoenix. We failed. Of course, big and small terangriel. The blessing of the phoenix is the boon that lets us wield fire. It has long been accustomed in Rosaria for the dominant of the phoenix to share a part of their power in this way, performing this rite of rejuvenation upon those they appoint as their protectors, that they might serve them better. Alright, we don't need to quite read the bestiary. What is this? Wait, I do want to look at this. Owls capable of transmitting thoughts of others, specifically those with whom they are attuned. In response to an ancient incantation, their lithified third eyes store these thoughts in the form of ether, allowing them to be passed on as and when required, though only to the intended recipient. Stoluses are mainly kept by royals, nobles, and other figures of authority for the purpose of sending secret or urgent messages and are seldom available to common folk. Mom, it was so good having you. I hope it was nice and relaxing being here. The incantation, Omia lost Alon to Isag Alith, can be loosely translated as, my will is now thy burden. Ne'er cleft our bond shall be. So that's fun. I'm glad that I looked and saw. And then there's all these people that are dead.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
There's so much here.
For a tale?
So I guess we can come back and check the relevant topics because it's like, hey.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Dung had so many uses.
Anything else have a little circle on it? Just back there in the furrows. We have a new quest back there. We're gonna start it.
Where to next?
For now, we rest.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital. By the look of those bruises, not a moment too soon.
You another one of Sid's strays? What?
Hello, Jeffrey. Sir, shirtless.
We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
I'd be happy to.
I'd be happy to. Oh, thank you.
I'd be happy
Helping
to.
me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm
Shirtless, I can't handle it, J-Boogie. I can't handle it.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
Flea! Thank you so much for the lurk. I'm only like 2 hours in, but I totally understand.
This wood. Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
We're basically still in the tutorial right now. Sure, I'll prioritize this quest.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You
Let's
take
go.
as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need all of it.
Not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Here we are. I better get this to Geoffrey, was it?
We can't jump cartoonishly high. Look at our little leap. It's a little baby. Look at our little baby leap.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
Sure enough.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for?
We're gonna
Now stop fretting
end up
and
getting
take
these
this.
people killed.
You earned it. Welcome to the fold.
I can feel it in my little bones.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
I'm sure there will be a cutscene where he anime jumps onto a dragon for sure. For sure. We got 5 experience. We got some meteorite. Just as drops of molten iron fall from a smith's oven to the floor to cool, so too do they fall from the celestial foundry where the gods forge their divine instruments of war. Or so it is believed. We call these otherworldly outcastings meteorites. Gillbug. Contrary to popular belief, this small insect does not get its name from its appearance, but rather from the fact that it is highly sought after by physicers for use in brewing medicines. In summer, when the beetles are most numerous, children across the realm will spend nigh every waking hour collecting specimens in readiness to exchange them for a handful of coppers. As children have tiny hands, however, this amounts to fewer than one might expect. This little Moogle! What's this Moogle doing here? Stealing some tangerines?
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital.
They really ought to let me pet this dog.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
And the chocobo, too. The chocobos are so cool. Like, they're so realistic, so they are a little bit unsettling. So cool, they look dangerous. I know, right? I think I'm actually gonna, like, I wasn't planning on streaming very long, but I think I'm gonna call it there. Just, you know, hang for a little bit, play a little bit, really just gonna be chipping away at this. Here on the tubes. Am I? Tier 300. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for being here, Claus. Thank you for being here, Crocs, and thank you for being here, Wem, J Boogie, Philly. Just a reminder that we have a few teams that still need to be named. Only 5 more. So if you want to support charity and support me doing charity stuff, feel free to hop on over to this link. Thanks for being here, Biston. Feel free to hop on over to this link. And you might actually see me tomorrow. I might be here on YouTube again tomorrow. Just playing this game. As long as I get some writing done tomorrow. I really need to get some writing done. Y'all are wonderful. I'm really excited to be back on Saturday for my return stream. So if you want to catch me playing Final Fantasy V for the first time, be sure to be there. I will see y'all soon. Bye.